mind to something, there are no limits on what you can accomplish.
That's how Master P went from rags to riches, detailed in the new docuseries No Limit Chronicles, currently on BET.
Rap pioneer Master P joins us live with all the details. Good morning to you, Master P.
Oh!
Na 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 na.
Nah, nah, nah.
How you guys doing?
Doing
Very
great.
well. I got to tell you, okay, let's take a little trip back in time. 97, 98. I'm a DJ at The Bomb,
Yeah.
also an assistant music director, and my boss was Ebro, okay? So Ebro will put me in charge of tallying all of the, the requests and, tallying up the requests and find out what we need to put at the top of the power list. When I say No Limit took over the request list, was out of control. I couldn't keep up. Could not keep up.
Now, it's definitely a blessing, and anybody that's watching this, you guys know in the Bay, at one time, we couldn't make a hit. It's like I had to go back in the studio, figure it out, see what I was doing wrong. And I show this in the docuseries because I want kids to know that it might not just happen overnight. You look at Michael Jordan, he got cut in 9th grade, and he ended up being one of the greatest basketball players in the world. I mean, I had so many big stars from Tupac to Spice One. I could go on and on and on, Too Short, E40, all those guys was at the top of their game. And you got to imagine, I just was a country boy living in Richmond. So they didn't understand, my verse, and they gold teeth. It was like, he just different. And so I just kept going at it till I really was able to find myself and find my music. And anybody watching this being unique and being different, that's what's going to get you to your success. Don't let people tell you that being different is going to stop you, is going to slow you down. No, timing is everything. If you believe in something, you can't get that. And that's what this docuseries is all about. You have to believe in what you're doing. Don't do it for money. Like, I never did the music for the money. I was passionate about it. I loved it. And I tell people, I don't pray for money. I pray for wisdom. And chase your dreams and your goals. Every time a hater tell me I can't do something, I just keep going. And that's what I learned in the Bay. I learned my hustle game, how to sell my CDs and cassettes out the trunk of my car. I was like the Avon lady, go in the hood and sell a Tupperware. I did the same thing.
Coolest Avon. What made you believe,
you
though?
Can't get in the stores. You got to go somewhere else.
What made you believe in those early days? Because, you're facing long odds, as you mentioned, couldn't get into stores. What made you believe you could do that?
Well, you know what? I mean, I was so poor to where I was like, there's no way I could go but up from here. And I just got to keep going. I have to keep believing. I just think when you put your trust and faith in God, you do the right thing. I had a lot of close calls that I knew that it was a higher power, that when you watch this documentary, I could have been dead or in prison. And so when these things was happening to me, I'm like, man, maybe I'm supposed to be here for a reason. Let me get my act together. And so anybody that's watching this, that's living a troubled life, don't be afraid to, where God done spared your life and you've made it through some close calls, then that means it's time to do right. So I think that's what got me here. I started realizing that that my life don't have to be a tragedy. It could be a testimony. And people has been tuning in all over the world. It's the #1 show on BET, #8 on all cable. And I think this Wednesday is going to get even bigger. People are sharing this online. Yes.
Absolutely. Okay, so it's every Wednesday, No Limit Chronicles on our sister network, BET. It was an absolute pleasure to talk to you this morning. Na 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 na.
Na na na.
Tell Silk the Shocker and Mystical and all them. Yeah. What's up?
Silk the Shocker.
I love it.
Yes.
So good. This show is so good.
Thank you,
oh
guys.
my gosh. Thanks, Master P. So good.
Nobody has ever looked like a bigger dork than I did when we just took the double box with him. And I was like,
Hercules.
yeah, nobody's ever looked like a bigger dork.
Oh man, such good music.